Hi, welcome to Lawrence Holtberg website training and design. Today we're going to show you how to add advertising to your website. Let's just go ahead and look before we begin here. Let's look at some of the advertising spots and locations that advertising exist on the template. You'll notice here that there is a 728 by 990 advertising spot here up by the logo. This is in the header location. Scroll down the page quickly, you'll find out there's one here in the sidebar. Go down a little bit further. Here's another one in the sidebar. Here is one in the inline, article inline position. And let's just go ahead and click an article right fast. And we have here, this is a left hand sidebar. Notice there's one there, an advertising spot there. There's advertising. Let's see if there's one inline here. There's not here. I was looking for inline advertising. Let's see if something's on features. And short code sidebars. And that's pretty much about it. So we have above the article, in the header space here, on the sidebars, in line, and underneath the articles as well. They didn't use all of them here on this template, but let's go ahead and look and see what we got in the back office. First place you want to go to in order to access your advertising panels, go to Theme Panel. Okay. Now, once we're in Theme Panel, you'll notice here there's a spot called Ads. Click Ads. Now these are your ad locations, okay? And you have your header ad. That was the one that you saw up here, okay? And you have a sidebar. That's obvious. The article at the top of the article, the inline article, article bottom, background click ad, and custom ads here. So these are the locations you have and options you have for advertising spot. Let's start with the header ad. Okay. The header ad is 728 by 90. This width ad here, and you would paste your Google AdSense code here or an image here instead, your own personal image here in this space. So in order to do that, let's just go to Google AdSense. This is actually my personal account here, and let's look real quickly at Google AdSense. You want to sign up for an account. If you don't have a Google AdSense account, I'm sure you can easily find a video on YouTube for Google AdSense and adding accounts, and maybe if we're released, we'll create one for you here. But you can see I have 4 ads here on His Vision. You can see the image sizes here, the summary. I did choose responsive ads here, so let's go ahead and add a new ad unit. Okay, you also have to verify your account with Google AdSense. But here we have 728. See, this is actually your pretty common letterboard size advertisement. 336, 300. This is a skyscraper. You probably want to use this one for a sidebar. This would make a good sidebar one too. And this would make a little larger sidebar here. Okay, so you would name it obviously. So this would be Lawrence sidebar. Okay, and you would come down and well, let's just go ahead and say we want to do this one here. All right. We could use text and display ads. I choose both of them, and then you can assign it to a channel or create a channel here. And then when you're done, it's going to say save and get code. And here is your code. Copy it. Control C. Bring your code over here. Okay. And we're actually going to, let's go ahead and take this out here. Let's cut this right here. And let's do sidebar. Sidebar. Okay, let's paste it in the sidebar. Okay, save settings. Okay, looks like it's good. Now let's go to widgets. Go down to appearance and go to, hold down the control key, click widgets. Widgets opens up. It was already open over here. The control hold makes it open to a new tab here. Now notice we don't have any sidebars chosen yet. We have newspaper default. Let's go to a post, for example, that we want to add a sidebar to. Actually, let's go to a page. Let's go to let's go down to pages. Or go to pages. All pages. I'm holding down the control key. It opens it in a new tab. And let's go to change your water, which is what we see here. Change your water. Okay. Okay. There we go. Change your water. Now what we're looking at is this page here. It has no sidebar currently. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to add a sidebar. We're going to call it change your water. Okay, go ahead and click create. Change your water add bar side or change your water's custom sidebar has been created. We named it the same as the page name. Go back to widgets and it should appear over here on the right once you refresh the page. Boom, there it is. Okay, now we've created this sidebar. This sidebar is the sidebar that is applied only to change your water. Okay, if you want to change one globally and if you want to use a global setting, you probably want to use newspaper default. Okay, and that would set anytime you have a page that has a default setting to it, it uses the default sidebar. It would use it then in turn would use whatever's in the default sidebar, which would be in this sidebar location here. So you'd want to utilize that one. If you want one specific to change your water, you'd have to create a change your water sidebar. Okay, so now let's go into add box. Drag it over here. Okay, drag it to the sidebar here, and we want to choose sidebar. There we go. Click save. Okay, make sure on our page we clicked update. Make sure it's on change your water. Okay, click update. Okay, come back to the page here and go ahead and click refresh. Okay, just so you know, I paused the video. It took about 3 minutes for the advertising to show up on the sidebar. So if you have issues with the advertising box not showing up, what you want to do is just wait on the page and continue to click refresh until it shows up, and then it will show up. I did in the meantime look up a stack flow, and it just basically says that we needed to refresh the page several times, and it takes a minute for the advertisement to show up on the page. So, and that was it. So here's your advertisement. It's up here. Let's go to my Google Ads, and that actually should pretty much explain it. So now there are certain locations that won't require a widget. One of them being the header ad. That will not require a widget for that. It will just show up in that space. Make sure that you use so that it looks appropriate with the logo here. Make sure you use an advertising 720 by 90. But if you don't use a logo and you want to go all the way across the full width up there, let's just go ahead and look to see what that is. Let's say you wanted a full site-wide banner. The space that you would need it would be anything under 1170 pixels. Okay, if my Google My Ads even does that. If that was the case, then in creating the ads, let's go to add units here, back here. Let's go new ad unit. You would just change customize the size and the space there. So give this a second. New ad unit should be showing up. I believe there's recommended. You can do custom size, and then you would do a custom size banner. So these are just your typical here, but you can custom size the banner ads. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Then all of a sudden you'll see the performance reports. Make sure you link your payments to your bank account. They pay once a month. Google AdSense does. They pay once a month only if your account has reached the payment threshold of $100. Notice here there's a monthly threshold of 100. I had 93 in my account last month. They did not issue payment, and so this month I'll be over the 100, so they'll issue payment this month. But it's $100 per month. That's the threshold. So at any rate, with that being said, you should have plenty. It should be real easy for you to add advertisements to your site in the various locations, sidebars underneath your ads, and in those spaces. So if you can also add them to the footer if you want. Use the widgets to go any of the footer locations or the sidebar locations, and the inline ad locations. No need to use widgets. This is only primarily for the footer and the sidebars. Okay, the inline ads will automatically show up on the articles using the sidebar here, the article inline, article top, and article bottom. Just so you know, the width, let's just look at one. The common width for most articles, Okay, give me 1 second. The common width for most articles is, okay, about 700 pixels. You can see there. See the width, 700. So you probably want to do an advertisement that is less than 700 pixels, horizontal type. Okay, and that's an article width size if it has a sidebar. If it doesn't have a sidebar, you can go up to 1100 pixels, and then you don't have to worry about the width at all. So uh, so that concludes our lesson today on adding advertisements to your articles as well as to various locations throughout your site. And one thing I wanted to mention here as well. Let's go back to the theme panel. I just did realize there are some options here to disable advertisements on your desktop, tablets, and phones. You're going to have to test to see when you put in your custom sizes. You're going to have to test to see what it looks like. Go to your website, look at your website on a mobile phone, on a tablet, an iPad, or whatever tablet it may be, Google tablet, and see how it looks, see how the advertising looks. If it's cumbersome or bulky, or you don't feel like it's appropriate in that small of a space, or it's not responding appropriately, responsively, like it should, then either notify one of us or just go ahead and disable it on that particular device. So I hope this explains everything on advertising. I hope you have fun, and I hope this blessed you. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Bye.